Hey y'all, so I just got back in to my U-Haul. I'm surviving police brutality. I'm also testifying. I'm in First Kings talking about what I believe to be the angel of the Lord. Now, I'm in First Kings, Samuel, 2 Samuel chapter 24. King Arna and King David stop. It's from Orior, Kadesh Barnea, from Dan to Beersheba, Gad, who is David's seer, prophesies in three parts. And he speaks in three parts of prophecy. And King David admits he's sinned, he's acted foolishly. He has to build an altar to the Lord. He goes to meet King Arna, and they build an altar at a price he pays in shekels, in the plague of 70,000 men of Israel who died in pestilence and famine. That day it drew back, and it ended when King David built an altar to God, and he had to slay an ox at the threshing floor and the instruments for threshing an ox. And so that's Samuel 24. And then Solomon, I'm in Solomon because King David was such a mighty and valiant king. And then to Solomon's house and temple being built, he built a house and a temple. And he was married to, well, not married, but he had a concubine. So wives won in war, King David. There were 6 wives won and sons won to King David in 2 Samuel. And then Uriah the Hittite, his wife was Bathsheba, and King David had ordered Uriah the Hittite to be killed during war with the sword of an Amalekite. And Nathan the prophet took David aside and told him that his baby, because King David had conceived with Bathsheba, he saw her bathing. He sent a message to have Uriah killed. He was killed in Bathsheba, and David conceived in unholy matrimony because it wasn't a perfect conception. The baby was born sick. Nathan told David the baby would be born sick. He was going to have to bury the baby. And King David fell to his knees on the side of the bed and wept and fasted, and the baby was born sick, and they had a second child who was born named Solomon. Now, Solomon was made king when David went to lie with his fathers when he was old, very old in age, and so he wouldn't be a counted offender in Israel. So I'm deciding if the angel of the Lord is someone who reappears to speak the truth into someone who is being held down, which is what a shekel and a gerah is. It's constantly outnumbered. People are constantly underhanded. Not one blacksmith could be found in all Israel. This is in the beginning of time, and right after creation. Exodus, the God of Jacob, Isaac, and Abraham. And so David appears 400 years after Moses in Exodus. And so a shekel, a gerah, and these are native nomadic tribes with sword, the Bronze Era, fire, and mostly herds and flocks. And so they're really holy, really sacred. No one can sin. That's disease, plague, and pestilence. And so thinking about the angel of the Lord and the offering to God, that if they build an offering to God, that God drew back the pestilence, that there was a Lord who responded to the offering that way. Like a cloud moves in, like a fire erupts, that there is a Lord, that there is a God, the living God, who drew back the Red Sea, who stopped the pestilence. And so that is the Ark of the Covenant, the 10 Commandments. And I believe, because it is written, the angel of the Lord. And I was thinking that is someone who appears and speaks into someone's life as as a first witness. So I still have to decide, is it a first witness, the angel of the Lord? Or is it because the living God, the Lord spoke out of the fire. So I still believe that it is the first witness, that it is the angel of the Lord is a spirit and is a spoken word and the first witness to someone that tells them to act. I still believe that. The angel of the Lord is someone in the flesh. Like I could be the angel of the Lord who speaks to someone and says, you can do this. Do it now. I'm telling you, go. I believe that is the angel of the Lord.